Hello everyone, my name's Helen and welcome to my channel. I know for you longtime viewers I've been missing for a little while, and that is accurate. I have taken a little break. I really just needed to do a reset. I just didn't have the extra bandwidth to be making as many videos as I had been doing because I'd been sort of pumping them out pretty regularly for 4 years. So a few things have happened since you've seen me last. One is this is my 4-year anniversary on YouTube, so that's exciting. I've been doing this now for 4 whole years. The other thing that happened was that I turned 45. So wow, I am truly deep in middle age now, I guess, right? That is what 45 is. And the other thing is that I reached my 5-year remission mark from breast cancer. And that's actually how this entire channel got started. I had lost hair. Obviously you lose all your hair. Well, not everybody does, but in my case, I lost all my hair from the chemotherapy that I was on. And then when I grew it grew back nice. And then after about a year, it started to fall out and I started to use Rogaine. And that was about the point where I started making videos about my Rogaine hair loss regrowth journey. And here we are 4 years later, and here is my hair. It took me pretty much 4 years for me to grow my hair to this length. So if you're wondering what this video is about, you probably already had a hint looking at the title. I don't have anything in mind right now. I just sort of wanted to update you guys on what's going on. Maybe talk about some things that I've tried in the past and where we are now a couple years after or a year after in some of the cases, and just kind of catch you up. So it's just kind of be a chatty kind of video. Maybe grab a drink or something like that and just relax with me if you like. So let's get into it. Tomorrow I'm going to be getting my hair cut for the first time since August, and I had been meaning to go. It's just like one thing after another sort of happened, and then I was doing like a shampoo review. So if you haven't seen that, it's the Pure Adore, the professional label. So I've got a video on that. So I didn't really want to cut my hair just for continuity purposes. I thought it might look weird. I also need to color my hair. Why? Because I'm getting way more gray hair. I know my hair looks predominantly black on camera, and it is predominantly black, but there's just every like shorter hair that's frizzy looking is gray. And I guess that's sort of because they break more easily and because they're more brittle, and maybe just because I notice them more, but they're really starting to get on my nerves. And I've been meaning to color my hair for a while now. So I don't color my hair at all. This is my natural hair color. So next time you see me, I will hopefully have pretty much the same hair color. I'm just trying to cover gray for now. A lot of women though have not been covering their grays, and I kind of like the way that looks, but I'm not ready for that yet. Not quite yet. Maybe in 5 years when I get tired of coloring my hair, I will be. But right now I just want to enjoy this hair color of mine while I can and enhance it. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, not only just what's coming up in terms of my hair, so it will look different probably the next video I make, is also what happened, because right now one of my videos from the past that's getting a lot of traction is my whole VIVISCAL journey. I took VIVISCAL tablets, supplements, whatever you want to call them, and I detailed all of that, what I thought happened, even the after effect after I stopped. It's now been exactly 1 year and a few days since I stopped. And I gotta say, it's sort of like I never took it at all in a way. I was looking sort of in my temples and they look okay. I mean, I think some people worry that they stop and then all of their hair will fall out. And I'm not saying that couldn't happen because everybody's hair journey is different. But in my case, nothing really happened. I mean, I feel like maybe some of the growth that I had in here wasn't as prominent. That's what I recall, because it's been a year now since I've talked about VIVISCAL on camera. I just feel like my hair kind of ended up where it was going to be, and I don't feel like the VIVISCAL sort of made it better or worse in the year. But I did start noticing a lot less hair loss in general, which you guys know if you've been watching the series that I made about tracking 1 month of hair loss. It is now about, I'd say, 2 months since I made that. And that's another reason I wanted to give things a break. Just I've been trying so many things. I've been detailing so many things. I just wanted to just chill for a bit and give my hair a break, give everything a break, really. And I really needed it. I think I suffer a bit from seasonal affective blues. So this kind of got to me, and I just wasn't in the mood. Like if I'm not in a good mood, I try not to film, because who wants to see someone feeling and looking miserable on camera? But yeah, VIVISCAL, not much difference after a year, but I am stopping hair loss. So I did want to say that. My hair loss still is really minimized. So knock on wood, you can't see, but I'm near my desk here. I have a wooden desk, knocking on that keeps up. So when I wash, typically I do lose a few strands. I still wash about every second day, sometimes every third day or so. And this is my hair sort of just air dried. I think I had it in, yes, I did have it in a braid, so it's a little crimpier than it normally would look. Really little hair loss, that is continuing. And again, now that I've had some time to reflect on it, is it the products? I don't know. I stopped using all Purador products about 2 months ago now, and I'm just back on my regular Kerastase Benzatin 1, which is orange, and it says Benzatin, and it's got the 1. There's a 2, and I think that one is more hydrating. That's not the one I use. I like the 1. And the Caviar Conditioner Repair. I've made videos on both of these items, and this is just what I'm back using, and my hair is pretty soft right now. It is a bit damaged though, and it feels crispy at the ends, which is not surprising considering, you know, I do heat style, considering I haven't even had a trim since August. But luckily my hair doesn't get too damaged. So that's, I guess, a good thing. No complaints here. I think I'm gonna cut it to about there. We shall see. I kind of want to do a lob, and I've been thinking about that for a while. I guess I'm just not ready. I'm kind of just enjoying the longer hair. I don't know. That's my thought process for now. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me in terms of hair. Needed to give myself a break. I'm gonna color it. I'm gonna cut it. That appointment is for tomorrow morning. I always make hairdressing appointments, hairstyling appointments for the morning if I can, because I just feel like, okay, have you ever been there on a Saturday when it's hectic and you know that like maybe your hairstylist is the tiniest bit, I'm not gonna say overbooked, but busier than they usually are. There's just no chill. It's a really hectic atmosphere in the salon. I don't like that personally. I love it when it's kind of quiet and chill, and we can hear each other talk because there's not a ton of other people in the room and all the hair dryers going and all of that. So I have the luxury, you know, of being someone who works from home, and I have a pretty flexible schedule that I can go in the morning. So that's usually what I try and do. So that's exciting. I have not had my hair really ever colored. This is my virgin hair color, as they say, and this is virgin hair. So you may have noted that I was talking about the shampoo and the conditioner that I use. I don't change them that much. I mean, you guys maybe think I do because I try tons of products, but I tend to just keep going back to the things that work for me. And so yeah, the one that I love and continue to love, the holy grail of mine, is still the same one, which is the Kerastase Benzatin 1. I wish it could be a drugstore shampoo, I really do, and I've remarked on this before here. Just haven't found one that I really, really like. Maybe that will change. I just find them just not as good. This one for me just works so well with my particular scalp because everybody's an individual. Like the thing about, I think, scalp care and hair care that people don't understand is like you've got so many different variables because you've got not only skin type, right? Like maybe you have oily skin or dry skin on your scalp, but then you've got hair texture, how much hair you have, like hair density, hair porosity, which is like how porous your hair is basically, curliness, straightness, you know, coiliness. You've got all these different factors, dryness of the hair itself, length even, all these things can play into the result that you get. So I hope that you guys know when I do make these videos, it's very much my experience and whether I like it. And I try and give a recommendation like as if you were a friend of mine, like would I recommend it or not? Because we love getting shampoo, makeup, etc. recommendations from someone we know and trust. And I think that is very much the appeal of watching stuff like this on YouTube. But you know, your results may vary, as they say, you know, your mileage may vary with these products. So those are two that I love and continue to love over all the years. And I'm just trying to think about other things in my routine you might want to know about. Oh, I know, people keep asking me if I'm using liquid minoxidil right now. I am not, and the reason just has been the pandemic, quite frankly. If I had access to cross-border shopping more readily, and right now it's just a real pain, I'm not gonna get into all the details, but I think as of right now, you still need like a PCR COVID test to go back and forth on the border, at least to return to Canada, and I'm just not about that, not for a day trip to go shopping, and I don't think you can import minoxidil over the border. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't. Anyway, all of that to say, even if I did, then it would be like I wouldn't be saving the money that I would by buying the generic. Does that make sense? Like once you factor everything in, it's just kind of not worth it for me to get the liquid from Target. That is such a good price. It's just so well priced. So I've just been sticking with the Rogaine foam, and that has certainly been doing just fine. I use it now every day, but I try and just use a little bit. I definitely forget days, and it still seems to be working well. Maybe minimized hair loss is gonna be the way that things go for me. That would be great. I did start taking a new medication, which I told you guys about, called tamoxifen. I told you about that in a recent video as well, which is to prevent breast cancer recurrence. And so with that, associated with that can be extra hair loss. And so I'm a couple months into using that as well. And that has not really happened. I have had other side effects from tamoxifen, but luckily hair loss has not been one of them. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a closer hair look right now, because I don't think we've done that in a little while, talking about hair loss and maybe areas of concern for me. I will still say I'm wearing my hair in a middle part because I did have it parted over to the side the other day, and you've heard me talk about this before. Some parts look better than others, so sometimes very much finding out what the best sort of way forward in terms of styling your hair is just a matter of checking out different parts and trying them. The middle part, I'm so tired of the middle part, but it kind of is working for me in that for whatever reason it seems to sort of be the best and most fullest part of my hair. I'm gonna lean my head in, and I always do a terrible job, so if I notice that I've done a bad job, I'll go in and take some extra video, but I feel like here is looking pretty filled in, or rather it's pretty stable, so I'll give you guys a look now. Again, I almost always suck at that, so I'm just gonna make sure I take some other video as well. And here we go. So as you can see, I still have thinning. It's not perfect. It's definitely a bit see-through, but I don't have any product in my hair if I was sort of nervous about this. And that was a really close-up look, in fairness. I don't think it's that noticeable when you're kind of further away, but if I were feeling anyway, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? If I were feeling self-conscious about it, I would just go ahead and sprinkle in some Topic. Alfie hair fibers is another good one. I've tested that here. I don't think I've tested it on the channel, but I think I've discussed it before, and that is sort of like a kit that they send you. Topic is great. Alfie fibers are great. I've tried them both and haven't had any skin irritation or anything like that. I think with the Alfie, one thing I did notice though was that the sort of dark brown that I normally buy was just way too light for my hair color, so I had to pick the black. But other than that, that's a nice product. So I would just go ahead and fill that in if I were feeling self-conscious about it, but I feel like overall it's fine, so I'm not too picky. A big part of sort of being where I am right now and feeling like my hair loss journey is okay is also just accepting that my hair is thinner on the top, thinner in the back over here. That's okay. I'm fine with that. It's okay not to be perfect. And I just give myself permission to not be too fussed about the whole thing. Yeah, I think that I'm just in a happier headspace when I'm just like, whatever, it's as good as it's gonna get and it can't get any better than that. And I'm actually okay with that. So sometimes that's actually really helpful, just being like, yeah, that's the best it's gonna be. And that's good enough for me. So anyhow, I just wanted to make this quick video just to catch you guys up. Yeah, nothing earth shattering here. I don't think you maybe learned anything new about me if you've been watching this for a while, or maybe you're new. I have had a number of new subscribers, so if you're new, thank you so much for joining me. I will continue to try things, talk about what's going on. When things change, I'll pop on. I've got some other video ideas in mind, and I will be making those. So you'll just want to make sure that you stay tuned. I know that you're maybe already subscribed. If you're not, consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, give this video a like, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.